back for another episode. So for today's topic, we are going to discuss the 4 aspects of self. So before we start, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button down there. So just wait, sit, and relax. And please enjoy our presentation in 3, 2, 1, action! So the first one is a digital self. Digital self is exploring the complications, conveniences, and conflicts that technology presents in personal and professional relationships. It is a person you use when you are online. Some people maintain one or more online identities that are distinct from their real-world selves. Others have a single online self that's more or less the same as the one they inhabit in the real world. Generation nowadays can really relate themselves when it comes to digital self. Even myself can relate to this topic because I am more comfortable opening and expressing myself in the digital world compared to the reality world. But being inside the digital world has its positive and negative effects. It has a positive effect since you can access and gain knowledge from the internet and find friends all over the world. But not all the knowledge and the persons you've met online are good for you. Some of them have bad motives against you and it may lead to your own destruction. In order to avoid those things in the future, limit or discipline yourselves when entering the digital world. Second, the political self. Political self explores our social and economic context, profoundly affect mental health and well-being, and how modern neuroscientific and psychodynamic research can both contribute and enrich our understanding of these wider discussions. Basically, when we say political self, it involves politics. Politics is a process of making decisions that applies to all members of a group. It is the ability to govern and control over a group of people in a community, state, or nation. It can be inferred from this view that a person's ability to influence others by making a decision for them is one of the essential qualities in one's political self. Politics involves leadership. When we say leadership, it is a process by which certain group members motivate and guide the group. Being a leader requires you to stick to your goals, have the self-confidence, charisma that influence his or her followers. They do also have the ability to communicate in clear and simple language, and have enough optimism and faith in their group to inspire them to follow. As an individual, I do believe that each and every one of us has the ability to become a great leader to everyone. It's just that it depends upon us on how are we going to develop and showcase it to the people around us.
Hi guys! Welcome to Uno Vlog. This is Crystal Alamesa and I'm going to tell you what is physical and material self. So first we're going to talk about physical self. So what is physical self? Did you know that there is a saying by Sri Aurobindo that man is a traditional being and this body is a bridge? Physical refers to the body. This marvelous container and complex, finely tuned machine which we interface with our environment and fellow beings. It is a concrete dimension, the tangible aspect of the person that can be directly observed and examined. People nowadays spend time and money enhancing their physical component. When enhancing it, it does not mean that the body is already healthy or not. So next, we're going to talk about material self. What is material self? It refers to tangible objects, people, or places that carry the designation of my or mine. Such possessions are viewed as extensions of individual's identity. For instance, your clothes reflect certain aspects of your personality and you designate them as your wardrobe or my wardrobe. Material self has 2 subclasses. These are the bodily self, which represents literally the bodies, our bodies, and the extracorporeal self. That means beyond the body or what we call the extended self. So here are some videos that we are going to show you to understand the topic further.
Hi guys! Our content for today is all about physical self. So right now I'm going to show you what we usually do in the morning, and that is exercise. Especially right now that there's a pandemic and we're not allowed to go out. So there's a lot of things that we can do in our house. And let's exercise, especially if you're doing fit like me. So let's go.
Hi guys, our content for today is about physical self. So I'm gonna show you my skin routine. So the skin routine is pants, clear solution, then soothing gel, aloe vera. So let's begin.
Let's begin. First is you have to wash our face. Then hands. The back. Oh my god. Next is tap. And then the last one is soothing gel aloe vera. So, and that's for today.
Hi guys, it's me, Julian. So for this video, I will share to you what I've learned in understanding myself in certain topic of material self. The material self is the aspect of oneself that rely on physical materials, enslaving them, but these materials just don't go to us. We are made aware of them through advertisement on TV, newspaper, magazine, social media, and several more. And in order for us to have these materials, we need to pay for them through the use of money. This explains why people develop attachment with most things we buy, and also why we feel sadness when we lost some of our possession. People are being more materialistic because of the trends that society sets. People tend to follow the trends, and people spend money and times to get what they want. Thus, these people become more material dependent. People consume because of what they wanted, not what they need. Teenagers are the best example of materialism. These people need to start and realize that their lifestyle and happiness doesn't depend on what they have.
The political self. So what is political self? Political self explores how our social and economic context profoundly affect our mental health and well-being, and how modern neuroscientific and psychodynamic research can both contribute to enrich our understanding of this wider discussion. So when we talk about politics, it is the process of making decisions that applies to all members of a group. And politics is also our ability to govern and control over a group of people in a community, a state, or a nation.
Hey yo, what's up, G Marian? My name is Wilbur H. De La Torre, all the way from Group 2. And today's video, guys, we're gonna tackle about the physical self, material self, political self, and last but not the least, the digital self. At bago tayo mag-video muna, guys, don't forget to like, share, and syempre subscribe sa channel para maging updated po kayo sa mga educational vlog kagaya nito. So let's go, let's start. And 3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3.
Hi everyone. So we're here to discuss about the physical self. So what is physical? When we hear about it, we must think about physical appearance, right? So for you, how do you define beauty? How do you find man or woman attractive? And are you really trying out interesting or else? So in this video, we will answer all of these questions, and I hope you will enjoy this video.
The physical self has been shown to be an important contributor to overacting global perception of self-worth and multidimensional hierarchical models of self-esteem. Facts 1987. By improving your physical health, you will be able to maintain your mental health much better, and therefore, you may be more effective in supporting someone you care about. Exercising regularly and taking good care of your face and body is an important part of staying both physical and mentally healthy. Now, there are activities that can be related to physical self.
Hi guys. So it's time for skincare routine.
First, I'm gonna bond my face. Then, I'm gonna wash my face with this soap. Now, after washing your face with soap, you need to wipe your face with a clean towel. So, these are the things that I use for my skincare. Not sponsored. The toner, cream, cotton, and sleeping gel mask. Now it's time to put them on. Ta-da! So I have just done with my skincare routine. So thank you for watching.
In this world, especially in this generation, we can't really deny the fact that the standards of the society is so high when it comes to beauty and physical appearance. That's why people tend to build a lot of insecurities within themselves. So how do we really define beauty? So for me, beauty is not just having a good physical appearance or goodness, but having a warm and decent heart. Being beautiful is also knowing that you are imperfect, loving yourself and accepting yourself no matter how imperfect you are. So if you really want to see and define beauty, well, loving yourself.
A man and a woman can be attractive when they are being true to themselves, knowing that they are not perfect. In this world, many of us trying to become a person that we are not supposed to be, just to meet our satisfaction and to connect with society's trends. Being attractive means accepting your own mistakes and make that mistake as your guidance and lesson to become a better version of you. And lastly, being attractive doesn't only mean about physical appearance, but remember, being attractive is when you can offer to everyone and show to everyone your purest smile and heart. That will be all. Thank you.
I'm not trying hard to impress the people that surround me, but instead, I'm trying my best to show them my true self. I want them to admire and love me for the goodness of my heart and soul, not because of my looks or the quantity of my intelligence. Because I believe that true beauty comes from the pretty mind, pretty heart, and most importantly, a beautiful soul.
Yun na yung physical self. Ngayon naman, pupunta tayo sa material self. Okay? Mr. Ball, ikaw na bahala nito. 3, 2, 1.
Hello guys! In this video, we're going to discuss about the material self. Actually, we are living in a world of sales and shopping spree. We are surrounded by supermarkets and malls in which we can buy our daily needs or what we want to buy. Part of us want to have a product. Each of us have own desire to have that kind of product. And what makes us want to have all of these products are connected of who we are. What we want to have and already possess is related to ourselves. According to Bill, 1988, he stated that we regard our possessions as part of ourselves. A Harvard psychologist in the late 19th century, William James, wrote in his book, The Principles of Psychology, in that understanding the self can be examined through its different components. He described this component as, first, its constituents, material self, social self, spiritual self, and the pure ego. Second is, the feelings and emotions they arouse, self-feelings. Third, the actions to which they prompt, self-seeking and self-perception. Here we go to the fourth aspect of material self. The innermost part of our body is the material self. Intentionally, we are investing to our body. We are directly attached to this commodity that we cannot live without. We strive hard to make sure that this body functions well and good. The fabric and style of the clothes we wear brings sensations to the body to which directly affect our attitudes and behavior. Thus, clothes are placed in the second hierarchy of material self. Clothing is a form of self-expression.
Why you still looking at me?
Our parents and siblings hold another great important part of ourselves. What they do or become affect us. When an immediate family member dies, part of ourselves dies too. In their failures, we are put to shame or guilt. Home is where our heart is. It is the nearest nest of our selfhood. Our experience inside the home were recorded and marked on particular parts and things in our home. If only one can speak, the home is an extension of self. Because in it, we can directly connect ourselves.
And that is material self. So thank you Mr. Balls pagpapaintindi sa amin kung anong material self. Na hindi na natin patatagalin. Proceed na tayo sa political self in 3, 2, 1.
In this part of the video, we will be discussing about political identity and being Filipino. So first, let us identify what is politics. In the year 1998, Kendall defined politics as a social institution through which power is acquired and exercised by people in the groups. It serves as a mechanism by which individuals develop power and understand proper functioning of a democracy. Next, we will be defining political self. So what is political self? It constitutes knowledge about the constitution, government, and governance. It also exemplifies the ideals and aspirations of the people, embodies the rules and principles of the states, and determines the status and power of the people. When defined as citizenship, political self and identity, according to Maria Serena Putno in the year 1987, political self and identity are developed through socialization, through the ways of people learning the knowledge, norms, values, motives, and roles appropriate to their positions in a group or community. Through social interaction, people learn the status, duties, rights, and power necessary to interact successfully with the people in the group and community. The political self is influenced and modified by the comments, opinions, and suggestions of the people.
Family. The family has a hierarchical structure through hierarchy of positions, status, and power. Example, father acts as a leader and establishes rules to maintain order in the family. The school's responsibility is to teach moral, spiritual, and political values that will help students to become patriotic and morally upright citizens. The school is similar to family, where the teacher acts as the leader in the classroom that sets the rules and regulations to maintain order in class. Therefore, personality. Filipinos have a habit of smiling and laughing a lot. Smiling has been a strategy for many Filipinos. Maintaining positive outlook after calamities like poliomyelitis.
Self-sacrifice is sacrificing what you want so that other people can have it. It is just like sacrificing your own happiness for the sake of everyone. So bayanihan is a Filipino custom derived from a Filipino word bay, which means nation, town, or community. The term bayanihan itself literally means being in a bay, which refers to the spirits of communal unity work and cooperation to achieve a particular goal.
Crab mentality. Ito yung mga personalidad or personality na kapag hindi ko nakuha yung gusto ko, hindi mo rin dapat makuha yung gusto mo. Halimbawa nito, kung napapansin mo yung mga alimango sa palengke, kung nasa lalagyan sila, example, square na lalagyan, nagpapatong-patong yan sila. Pagkatapos, pag meron ng isang nasa dulo, hihilahin niya ng isa. Kaya tinawag itong crab mentality. Mingas kubon. Pag sinabi natin mingas kubon, ito yung mga personality or personalidad na pang-intro lang. Halimbawa nito is ganito. Magaling ka sa simula. Pero, pag hindi mo na kaya o kinakaya, sumusuko ka na. Yan yung migas kubon.
In the anthology of Damiana L. Eugenio, she classified Proverbs into 6 categories. First, Proverbs expressing a general attitude towards life and the laws that govern life. Example, walang ligaya sa lupa, nadidinilig ng lupa, which is in English, there is no earthly joy that is not watered with tears. Second category is ethical proverbs recommending certain virtues and condemning certain vices. Example, walang utang na di pinagbayaran, which is in English, no debt remains unpaid. Third category is proverbs expressing a system of values. For example, ang batang tamad ay katulad ng mabahong karne. In English, a young man is like foul-smelling meat. Fourth, proverbs expressing general truths and observation about life and human nature. Example, huli man at magaling ay naihahabol din. In English, a good thing is never too late. Fifth category is humorous proverbs. Example, kay tagal nanindahan, kabili-bili, balindang. In English, after shopping for a long time, he ended up with a poor purchase. Lastly, the sixth proverbs is miscellaneous proverbs. Example, it is better to go home and weave a net than to stay on the shore and watch the fish.
Superstitions, influenced by beliefs from their culture that passes down from generation. Sometimes, maybe according to their own experience. Bawal magwalis kapag gabi. Avoid taking picture in trees as one in the center will die. Bawal magsuot ng pula kapag may burol or sa patay. Now, let's go to the myths and legends from a particular region and culture examples. Dalagang Mayon is the heroine that appears in the legend of Mount Mayon in Albay, Philippines. Lamang is the hero of the most popular Philippine folk epics from the Ilocos region. Heroes, they sacrifice their lives for the sake of our country's freedom and progress. Like Manuel L. Quezon, Andres Bonifacio, and of course, Jose Rizal. Icons is the person who is admired and idealized for their courage, like Manny Pacquiao sa larangan ng boxing, Bea Salonga, and Pia Wurtzbach. Sila yung tinatawag nating mga Lodi.
And are revealed to gain freedom because of the life we pass of our country. We've looked at all options for the accomplishment and preservation of certain ideals and characteristics.
And that was the political self. Ito, last na to, but not the least, the digital self. Let's go! And 3, 2, 1.
The digital self is the aspect of the self that is expressed or shared with others through online interactions on the internet, specifically in the social networking sites.
Now, what is the concept of the digital self? Well, the digital self is the persona that you use when you are online. Some people have one or more identities that are distinct from their real world selves. Others have single online selves that are more or less the same as the one that they inhabit in the world.
experiencing a variety of difficulties when using the internet, partially due to their low self-regulation and susceptibility to peer strain. Students are still trying to multitask. They're going to search different social media sites when they're learning. This leads to a decrease in student success. In comparison, their ability to focus in their job at hand is greatly diminished due to the interruption of all these social networking platforms.
So hi guys! Nowadays, we are facing a problem that causes our life from normal to normal. Since COVID-19 strikes the whole world, it causes pandemic where social actions are not allowed. So today, I'm going to tell you the advantages of digital with the help of these technologies to our life and today's situation. It helps us to stay connected with our loved ones that are away from us, with the help of different kinds of social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and many more. Digital also helps us to gather information that we needed in our daily lives. And lastly, it can make our life more easier and can connect us not just with our loved ones, but to the whole world with no hassle. So stay safe and be connected.
So yun na nga lahat yun guys. Ang physical self, material self, political self, and last but not the least, the digital self. So sana may natutunan po kayo guys. So once again kami ang Group 2. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. God bless us all.
1, 2, 3.
What's up guys, this is your girl Pistilon. So for today's video, I will show you what the physical, material, political, and digital aspects of the self. So let's watch.
Hello, so today we're going to discuss about physical self. So physical self concept is an individual's perception of themselves in areas of physical ability and appearance. Physical ability includes concepts such as physical strength and endurance, while appearance refers to attractiveness. Physical self refers to the body, this marvelous container and complex finely tuned machine with which we interface with our environment and fellow beings. The physical self is a concrete dimension, the tangible aspect of the person that can be directly observed and examined. Scientifically, however, this important aspect of ourself seems to have lost somewhere between Eastern detachment and Western narcissism. So much of that, sufficient theoretical development of this issue is lacking. However, directly or indirectly, the discussion on physical self has found a place in various schools of psychology, like psychoanalysis, behaviorism, humanism, and etc., with some of its most ardent exponents and followers dealing with the varying proportions. So today, we're going to give you the examples of physical self.
Oh, magandang dilat, puso ko yung nabihat. Wala nang ninanais, biyaya ng langit. Oh.
Hello guys, this is Baby Cora. So the next video features OOTD and collections.
I want that. I want this. This is all I want because this is all I wanted. Why do we even buy what we want to buy? And why do we know what we need to buy? I wonder. According to William James, the material self pertains to the objects, places, and even people which have the label mine. We are defined by the clothes we wear, our house, cars, and even our pets can serve as our identity. It indicates one's social status. The more expensive you possess, the more people are impressed. In our modern world, it is evident how people value material things more than the essence of life. In example, family, friends, and even peace of mind. People judge you by just looking at the brand of your clothes. And we are so engrossed with whether the shoes we are wearing is original or fake. All of these material things becomes our sole concern. And sadly, that's how our life runs.
A materialistic person prioritizes making a lot of money and having many possessions. It triggers competitive, manipulative, and selfish behavior. As there is an urge to acquire unnecessary things, we can stop consuming unless we change our mindset.
This video is interesting because it shows what a Filipino really is.
So, hi guys, my name is Lauren Estrella Vidaldo, and today I will discuss to you about what is political self. But first, we must talk about what is politics. So, politics is defined as a social institution through which power is acquired and exercised by people in the groups. In which, guys, it means that man in nature is a political animal. Then, what is political self? Political self exemplifies the ideals and aspirations of the people, embodies the rules and principles of the states, and determines the status and power of the people, in which it defined as citizenship. Like citizenship is the most basic identification. Like us, we identify as Filipinos, in which Filipinos relates ourselves to a group of other people who also see themselves as citizens of a larger polity. Then guys, according to Maria Serena Jokno, 1997, she says that political self-identity are developed through socialization, which through socialization, it gives ways which people learn the knowledge, norms, values, motives, and roles appropriate to their position in a group. And also, she says that social interaction people learn status, duties, rights, and power with other people in a certain group or community. Then also, political self is influenced and modified by the opinions, comments, and suggestions of other people. So guys, the second is, we talk about what is the origin of political self. Like where we can get this type of political self. So first is family. Like family has a hierarchical structure in which in a certain family we have positions, status, and power. Then second is school. School is to teach moral, spiritual, and political values that will help the students to become good leaders. And third is the church. It helps to shape ideals of a citizenship and democracy through religious teaching, values, and tradition. Then the fourth one is peers, which is interaction with peers encompasses and emphasizes the equal distribution of power, rights, and privileges among members of the group. Then lastly is the mass media, where it is the key where we can get information. Then guys, the last topic that I will discuss to you is about theory of political self. The first theory is social learning theory, in which in social learning theory, we acquire learning through observation and limitation. Then second theory is cognitive theory, in which it suggests that the mental activities like knowledge, ideas, and perceptions of individuals are important determinants of behavior. Then the third theory is theory of symbolic interaction, which means it is the behaviors are products of communication, meaning, and symbol. And lastly guys, is the theory of political self, which means it is defined as the citizen's action or activities anchored in politics. So guys, that's all for today. I know that you will learn something from me. That's all. Thank you.
Hello guys, so these are some traits and values of Filipinos. So first, the Filipino hospitality. We Filipinos are best known for our hospitality, and most tourists or foreigners would actually claim this because of how we treat our guests. Not just for the tourists, but also for our fellow citizens or friends or relatives. We would actually prepare something nice to eat, or we would really put much effort for them not to feel uncomfortable, right? So that is how hospitable we are when it comes to entertaining our guests in our homes. Second is respect for elders. Way back from our ancestors and past colonizations of our country, the values of respecting elders have been really preserved and passed up until this generation. And we all know that the most common example of this is yung pagmamano and saying po at opo while greeting or talking to the elders. So third is the close family ties. This is also one common trait of us being a Filipino. We are naturally connected, close to our family and relatives, and actually extended family is one of a common scenario wherein two or more families would live in the same roof and not choosing to depart from living from our parents even after having their own family. Next is a cheerful personality. Amidst all of the negative happenings and circumstances in our nation, Filipinos never live in spirit of positivity and hope. Despite all these odds, we still got the courage to smile, like what we have seen in the TV about typhoons. It is kind of cute and funny how Filipinos still got the courage to wave and smile for the camera just because they are happy being seen in the TV. So I think this is one positive trait that we possess. Next is self-sacrifice. This is actually connected with close family ties because we Filipinos are actually connected and dedicated with our families, right? We even put them on top of our priorities, even on top of ourselves. When we would actually ask somebody, any other Filipinos, why are they working so hard? We would actually hear that they are doing that for their future, for their dreams, and reasons for their sacrifices would never exclude family. Next is bayanihan. Since then, bayanihan had really been a culture of us Filipinos. Numbers of men would come by to help carry and move a house. Up until now, it is still practiced, but not in the form of carrying a house, but by supporting each other physically, mentally, emotionally, or financially through foundations or any other way that we could support each other. And lastly, bahala na. This is one example of, I think, a negative trait that we possess. Because basically, when you say this, we would just actually let things happen, positive, negative, whatever the result could be. Sometimes we are too drawn with our feeling that fate always has something good to offer. Even you know, bahala na kung ano, para sa akin, napapa sa akin. Although it is right because we would really get what we actually deserve. But how can we deserve that when we are not doing something to deserve that, right? How can opportunity flourish when we are taking it for granted? And for me, saying this means we are not doing our best. So that's all, guys. Those are just common traits and values of us Filipinos. So we are really rich in culture and tradition. But all we have to do is to flourish it and to preserve it for the next generation.
Colonial mentality is the internalized attitude of ethnic or cultural inferiority fed by people as a result of colonization. Being colonized by another group, it corresponds with a belief that the cultural values of colonizer are inherently superior to the one's own. Kanya na habit na perceived negative tendency of Spanish-speaking South Americans and Filipinos to procrastination and laziness. Ningas kugon ay isa sa wikain na nangangahulugan ng mga gawain na sa una lang masigasig, maganda o magaling, ngunit sa kalaunan ay hindi na. Grab mentality, also known as a crab, Yure or crabs in a bucket mentality, is a way of thinking best described by the phrase, if I can't have it, neither can you. The metaphor is derived from a pattern of behavior noted in crabs when they are trapped in a bucket. Filipino time, being minutes to hours late compared to the standard time. It's like having our own clock.
Superstition or pamahiin. Superstitions is a belief or practice resulting from ignorance, fear of unknown, trust in magic or chance, or a false conception of causation towards the supernatural nature of resulting from superstition. So one of the pamahiin or superstition is pagpag. So pagpag is known nakaayo na to kay isa po na siya sa pamahiin, even if this year or this generation nag-exist gihapon ni siya, especially sa mga katigulangan. So pagpag means the act of shaking of dust or dirt. Ginapagpag nila ilang mga salina pagbigan sila sa mga funeral na ganang-gi-attend nila, or unless they have done the pagpag or gibuhat nila dito bago sila nakaulis ng balay. So napay isa ka example, if you see a black cat, known naman dyan na makauna na dyan og ining bad luck or malason jud ka pag makita kag iring. So mo man jud ang mga pamahiin sa una na pag makakita kag itong nairing kay ano kanang bad luck daw kay na siya. So for me, the superstition of the people is those examples na ako ang giingon. That's it. And the second is the heroes and the icons. Hero is a mythological or legendary figure of divine descent endowed with death, strength, or the ability. So here in the Philippines, meron tayong kinikilala ng mga heroes and icons, which is the Filipino who are being recognized as a national hero. And isa na rito ay si Pepe or si Jose Rizal, Andres Bonifacio, General Luna, at marami pang iba. So marami naman tayong kilalang heroes and icons dito sa Philippines. And is the myths and legends. So we all know what is the myths and legends. So folk narratives can either be in prose, the alamat, or the myth. The legend, in the Latin word is legenda. So things to be read as a narrative of human actions that are perceived both teller and listener. So that's the human actions that is perceived. So legend typically is a short or a mono. It's episodic, traditional, highly ecotypified, and historicized narrative. So performed in a conversational mode. The legend from Old French that entered English usage circa in 1340. Legende derives from the word medieval Latin legend. According to Jacob Grimm, describes the fairy tale as the poetic legend and history. And Damiana Tatausa. Damiana Legion Eugenio was a Filipino female author and professor who has known as the mother of Philippine folk. So Philippine folk literature refers to the traditional oral literature of the Filipino people. Thus, the scope of the field covers the ancient folk literature of the Philippines, various ethnic groups, as well as the various pieces of the folklore become a single ethno-political unit. So that's the Damiano Filipino makers. Proverbs is traditional sayings or kasbihan used by Filipino based on the local culture, wisdom, and philosophies. From Filipino life, proverb corresponds to the Tagalog word is salawikain or kasbihan. In English, sayings. So there's an example of Filipino proverbs. First example is still waters run deep. So in Tagalog, kapag ang dagat ay tahimik, asahan mo at malalim. And the second example is every pot has a matching lid. In Tagalog, walang palayok na walang sukat na tungtong. So those are examples of Filipino proverbs. Proverbs originating from the Philippines are described as a forceful and poetic expressions in basic forms of unison.
Hi guys, in line with our chapter 9, Political Self and Being Filipino, we will talk about 12 Little Things You Can Do by Alexander Laxman. According to him, the 12 little things we can do for our country are small acts of patriotism. The first one is follow the traffic rules, follow the law. Traffic rules are the most basic of our country's laws. If we learn to follow them, it could be the lowest form of national discipline we can develop as a people. A culture of discipline is crucial to our destiny as a nation. Second, always ask for an official receipt. Asking for official receipts leads to a higher tax collections, which means more funds for our government, which could strengthen our economy and lead us to progress. Third, don't buy smuggled goods. Buy local, buy Filipino. Our money should support our economy, not the economy of other countries. Buying Filipino product means supporting the Filipino. Fourth, speak positively about us and our country. Every Filipino is an ambassador of our country. Each of us, wherever we are, is salesman of our country. Fifth, respect your traffic officer, policeman, and other public servants. Respect honors and dignifies a man. It compels him to do his job right. Sixth, throw your garbage properly. Segregate, recycle, conserve. Philippines is a country given to us as a people. It is the birthplace of our race. It is the home of the Filipino. We should keep it beautiful. 7. Support your church. Whenever we help our church, we help our Creator in His works on earth. 8. During elections, do your solemn duty. When we fight for our votes, we fight for our right to make our own destiny as a people and as a nation. 9. Pay your employees well. A company must bring prosperity not only to its owner but also to its employees. Blessings must be shared. It builds families. It builds our nation. 10. Pay your taxes. Taxes are the lifeblood of our government. It is what builds our public schools, hospitals, and roads. It is what we pay our teachers, soldiers, and other public servants. 11. Adopt a scholar or a poor child. Investing in our youth is investing in our country's future. Every family who can afford should adopt one poor child as a scholar. 12. Be a good parent. Teach your kids to love our country. If we start planting seeds of patriotism in the hearts and minds of our youth today, they would become a giant patriots of our country someday.
So this is the last topic, digital aspects of the self. It shows what the impact is on the wrong and proper use of technology.
I'm Marian V. Gonzalez, and today I'm going to discuss or talk about what is digital self. So what is digital self? For you guys, what is your digital self? So people nowadays is exposing gadgets on social media account or using apps like Twitter, Instagram, Fiverr, YouTube, or we currently using now is Facebook. This social media is the #1 platform in the world that we are discovered our digital self. I bet each one of us has at least one social media account. We tend to be someone, or not in the real world, but social media is more important to us, or that is the way that we are discovered ourselves. But with that being said, I think we have this personality that we thought that we don't have, but when exposed to a different situation will we surface out. It has a lot of advantages because compared to my real self, I am more confident and free. But likewise, it was its advantages being social media. I tend to be more open to myself, being subject to the greater vulnerability. Why do we have a digital self? Because we feel that sense of belonging. Some of us want to fit with a crowd and upload things that we are done with a trend to notice amount of people posting pictures of their food, or it didn't come from nowhere. For example, in our family gathering, instead of having a time to bond each other or eating together, the first step we do is praying because that is our culture and values as a human. And it like parang hindi na siya na-apply ng mga tao because we are more on focusing in social media. Like, instead of praying, isa-isa natin kunin yung cellphone natin, then take a picture of it and post it to our social media account. Because para sa atin is mas importante na makita ng iba kung ano ang kinakain natin or ano ang nasa atin. And that digital self is may advantages din siya sa mga millennials. Kasi yung mga millennials is hindi na nila na-apply yung culture natin because they are more focused on social media, and very sad. It's very sad na mas pinili nila yun na mundo kaysa sa pagiging kung ano tayo. Kasi yung iba, they are more open in social media. Like me, I am more open on social media. Doon ko mailalabas yung mga hinanakit ko. Like, oo, hindi naman sa pagiging plastic, pero totoo naman, di ba, na hindi natin ma-force yung tao na ma-apply yung culture kung anong meron natin. Kasi may mga ibang tao na lumaki sa digital world. Like, yun. And I hope you like it. Thank you!
So guys, dito nagtatapos ang aming video. And I hope you have learned a lot. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. And don't forget to subscribe.
What's up mga ka-GE1? Goods ba tayo dyan? For today's video, we're gonna tackle about physical self, material self, digital self, and political self. We share to you our experiences during and before pandemic.
Hello guys, welcome to our channel. I'm here now to share more about physical self. So, what is physical self? Physical self refers to body, smarter container and compact. Finely tuned machine with which we interface with our environment and fellow beings. The physical self is the concrete dimension, the tangible aspect of the person that can be directly seen or observed and examined by everyone. So, physical self refers to the body. This is the point of us, can be directly seen and observed by everyone. So, we all know that all of us have their own unique appearance or unique characteristics. So that we have different skin color and hair colors and body figure and weight and height. So guys, I'm here now to share more about my physical self. So ano nga ba ang physical self? So physical self, alam naman natin kung ano yung physical self, di ba yun yung kadalasan makikita ng tao sa atin, directly makikita nila sa ating body, kung ano yung color natin, kung height natin, kung ano yung body natin, kung slim ba tayo or chubby, ganyan. Tapos, I'm here now to share more about my physical self. So guys, I have a brown skin color and black hair colors. See, black hair color and my body is chubby. But as October, my weight is 62. But I'm going to exercise and diet. But now, my weight is 57. And but my height is nakaka-disappoint kasi hindi talaga ako tumaas. Kaya still 4'11". So that, thank you guys for listening. And bye! I think you should.
What's up? I am James Alumandas. My physical activity before pandemic was a cycle, because I can play both volleyball and basketball morning and after. So it helps me to improve my body skills and my skills and to feel better when sweating. Physical activity can improve your health and it reduces the risk of developing severe diseases like diabetes and cancer and etc. So now, what by the new normal, my exercise or activity is limited because of the pandemic. But there are many types of exercise can be conducted outdoor or indoor. So example like push-ups, sit-ups, curl-ups, and many exercises can be conducted. It will help your immune system to fight against virus and bacteria. So having a 30 minutes exercise is just enough to have a healthy and wealthy body. So thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
Good day everyone, I'm April Joy Manait and I'm going to discuss what is material self. So did you guys ever feel embarrassed or confused of what you're wearing in public or in some occasions? Or do you feel satisfied owning branded cell phones or bags? I guess, if I'm not mistaken, you're also one of those people who wanted to own the very latest series of iPhone, the iPhone 12 Pro Max, the current flagship of Apple company. Or let's just say anything that is trending on social media site, advertisements on television, or in whatsoever platforms that gives you the feeling of buying it or eagerness of wanting it. So, this is what material self. It is your concept of self, whereas reflected in a total of all the tangible things you own. The material self includes our bodies and those tangible positions that gives us identity. So when we say position, it is the extended version of oneself. So why we tend to develop materialistic self? So people are being more materialistic because of the trends the society sets, and brands became the status symbol of some. We think that what we wear, what we own, or what we possess reflects self, and thus it signifies some aspects of one's sense of identity and behavior. But we have to realize, especially as the millennials, that happiness cannot be found in materialistic things. Instead, self-love and self-acceptance will do. And we don't have to own anything that is expensive just to be fit in our society. Instead, we have to learn how to value simple things and be contented.
Material self before and now during COVID-19. Dati, ang mga tao ay maaaring lumabas kahit anong oras. Pwedeng gumala kahit saan, pwedeng makabiyahe kahit saan. At makalabas ng bahay nang walang suot na face mask para laban sa sakit or laban sa COVID-19. And before, hindi tayo gaano nakaranas ng hirap. Naghirap pero hindi gaano. Material self ngayon ay malaki ang pinakaiba sa ngayon at noon. Dahil ngayon, halos ng tao naghihirap. At kontrolado na yung galaw na lahat. May oras na sinusunod upang palabas. At yung iba ay natanggal sa trabaho dahil sa pandemya. Kasi nag-close yung company nila dahil sa pandemya. At malaki ang apekto nito sa ating mga mayan.
Good day everyone, I am Tulin Lin and we're going to discuss about political self. So first, what is politics? Politics is all about the social institution which power is acquired and experienced by the people. Political self is exemplifies the ideas and aspirations of the people and embodies the rules and principles of the states and determine the status and the power of the people.
Good day, I'm Arman J. Makamat from Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering and I'm going to share my political experience. My first political experience is the implementation of FM passes where people are being modulated and limited to go outside. The second experience that I have is the curfew hours between 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. And my last experience is the mass gathering restriction.
Hi everyone, I am Jenna Melicero and I am here to tackle about digital self. So as we all know, digital self talks about the aspect of the self that is expressed or shared with others through online interaction on the internet. So digital self also called our extended self, in which through social media we share our personal information. We share our pictures, our videos on Facebook, on Twitter, on TikTok, and Instagram.
And moreover, we often try to go along with trends in order to fill the sense of belongingness.
In this generation, mostly of us engage ourselves into technological world. We always bring our cell phones or laptops wherever we go. It can be concluded that the digital world has provided us with greater opportunities to express our identity and to express ourselves.
Ang na-experience ko ngayong online class is the difficulties of internet connection, which is mahirap lalo na sa pag-take ng examinations and also submitting assignments in activities like para nakababad lang tayo sa cellphones or laptop to check and update kung may mga bagong lessons and any announcement. Then, yung pag-a-adjust kasi mas nakasanayan natin yung face-to-face na nasa eskwelahan talaga tayo. Also, dapat mataas yung pasensya lalo na pag nagkakaproblema sa internet connection. Also, difficulties in adapting in this new normal learning system. Another, based on my experience during this online class, I felt that is a little bit hard as I cannot really understand some lessons due to way of teaching. Sometimes makakaramdam ka na hindi ka satisfied sa output na ginawa mo.
That's it for today's video, guys. Sana meron kayo natutunan. Please like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more updates.
Let's read our writings. Some people
A few inches later.
Hello guys, so ngayon nakita nyo meron tayong pagkain. So magmumukbang ako guys. Yan, nakita nyo na hotdog, may manok, may itlog, may chorizo, may ham, may ketchup, may coco, may coco, may ube. Siyempre hindi wawala yung ating kain. So ngayon guys, ipapakita ko sa inyo kung paano ko i-enjoy yung buhay ko. Na hindi ko iniisip yung sasabihin sa akin ng iba. At yung kanilang mga reaction tungkol sa kung ano meron ako. So let's start the video. Ayun guys, so kung nakikita nyo, puro early foods itong pagkain ko. Itong mga lutong pagkain. So lahat to may connection about sa topic ko ngayon, which is the physical self. Di ba dati, last year, to be exact, nauso yung skincare products. So sabi nila nakakarami kapag clear skin ka daw is maganda. So syempre ako, dahil sa nakikita ko sa internet, sa mga kaibigan ko, na ako na gumamit ng skincare. Kasi nga, sino ba namang hindi gusto na gumanda, diba? Sino ba namang hindi gusto na maging clear yung mukha nila? Kasi ako guys, hindi ko naman tinatagay. Para talagang pimples, mga ganyan, scars, even yung tip ko, hindi siya maganda. Pero, naisip ko na rin mag-brace, pero na-realize ko na yung mga bagay na natutunan bago yung mga nakita ko sa labas, so gusto ko lang gayahin. So yun guys, bumili ako ng mga skincare products. And after months, after na ilang months gumagamit ako, na-realize ko na once I into mo, is babalik yung pimples. So guys, sayang yung effort mo. Hindi naman sayang. Kumbaga sayang yung pera. Yan. Kasi nga, babalik din siya.
A few moments later.
Confident guys. Tinan ako dyan dito. Tinan ako if, bakit ko ginagawa yun? Bakit ko ba kailangan? Mas masama lang kayo, para lang maiwas sa sabihin natin isipin natin. Kasi nga, may pimples ko. Bakit ko isipin sabihin lang ako sa itsura ko? Hindi naman masama magkaroon ng pimples. Wala nang ginagawa masama. So after ng mga tanong ngayon guys, na-realize ko yung pangit sa akin. Hindi scars, hindi pimples yung pangit sa akin. Kundi hindi ako yung pangit sa mga meron ako.
One eternity later.
Yung totoo ganda talaga guys. Yun yung kapag nang mahal yung sarili mo na hindi ka naka-base sa standards mo, hindi ka nahihiya. Kung nagsayang yung time natin na dapat i-enjoy natin. Minsan lang mabuhay guys. Yung people babalik yan for sure. Kasi yung time nang nawala na hindi mo enjoy, never babalik yan. Parang sorry lang. Yun, parang next mo hindi na babalik. So parang sa'yo, so yung hayaan i-down kayo ng mga tao na pulpit ng mga people kayo, may scars kayo, may yan kayo, may yan kayo base sa mga clear skin. Well guys, advantage nila yung clear skin sila. Wala sila kasalanan doon. Ang point lang dito is, maging kontento tayo, mahalin natin yung sarili natin kahit na hindi natin katulad iba. Kasi iba yung buhay nila, iba yung buhay natin. Kaya guys, palaging iisipin na, maganda ka guys, maganda ka. So sa mga nakakanood itong video, sana na-inspire ko kayo, sana na-motivate ko kayo na huwag na mahiya sa mga flaws nyo. Hindi lang sa mukha, sa part ng katawan nyo, sana hindi na kayo mahiya kasi normal lang yan guys. Hindi natin sabi na hindi nyo mawala, hindi natin sabi na mag-i-stay lang yan. Pero kung nandiyan lang yan, sana tanggapin natin ang buong and bahal natin yung sarili natin. Regardless kung marami tayong pimples, marami tayong scars, hindi maganda yung ngipin natin, kulang yung natin, yung body parts natin. Mahalin lang natin yung sarili natin kasi wala nang magagawa kundi yung sarili lang natin. So sana, natutunan kayo ngayon sa video ko and ayun lang, kakain ako guys. Ayun, kung ano ko kakain natin. So pinulo ko guys.
Another one.
So, hi guys! My name is Baby J and I'm 19 years old. At dahil 19 na nga ako ngayon, ay madami ng changes sa aking physical appearance. Before, ang payat-payat ko pa ay maitim din, hindi katulad ngayon na nag-improve kahit konti yung effect.
Ang gamit ko naman para maging lighten yung skin ko is Kojic lang, ganun. At tamang skincare din, pero may mga pimples pa rin kasi na-stress din ako sa online class. Maitim at mahaba ang buhok ko, at minsan sinasabihan ako nila na parang aswang dan, pero dead mo na lang sa kanila.
Ang height ko naman ay 5'2", at yung katawan ko naman ay hindi naman masyadong mataba at hindi rin mataya.
But no matter what the standard of beauty is or what the other people say, you should always be proud of what you look like because everyone has their own unique beauty.
Another one.
Hi everyone. So the topic given to me is about material self. So I know that the first things that comes to our minds when we hear material are those tangible things that we think we want and we think we need.
things like cars, credit cards, and everything like that, like money and all sorts. However, I learned our lesson that material self is just not about those things. Material self actually consists of 4 things. The first one is bodies, yes, bodies, and the second one is clothes. The third one is immediate family, yes, immediate family. Again. And for the last one is home. Surprisingly, those are the 4 things that consist our material self. For the innermost part, let's start with bodies. Our bodies. We love our bodies. Don't you love your body? Yes, you do. We love our bodies. That's why we take a bath every day. We eat every day. We brush our teeth. We do our hygiene pretty well. That's why we love our bodies. Some people go through the extreme, like putting a part of their body on a plan. What do we call it again? So, whatever. Yes, people go through the extremes to protect their bodies. Period. Then second part of the most part is clothes. Of course. Why would you have a body if you don't have clothes? Right? We buy clothes. We dress up, change our clothes. Part of ourself, material self, because it's tangible. Yes, tangible. Next is immediate family. I don't know. I don't like it because it says immediate family. Immediate family means your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. But for me, immediate families aren't only like that. Families is anyone. Can be anyone you value. Just for me. Okay? Don't come for me. It's just for me. Okay? I'm sorry. So, immediate family, they're there for you. You feel their guilt. You feel their pain. They're always there when you need them. And you're always there when they need you. When you lose a family member, a piece of yourself vanishes, dies along with them. That's deep. Okay, back to the topic. Next is home. Home is not a place. Okay, let's get that. Home is not a place. Home is a feeling that you feel in a certain household where you think you belong into. Your home might be somebody else's house, maybe your best friend's house, or it can even be your household. It just depends on how you feel. If you feel welcome by the place, if you're comfortable around those people in there, then that might just be your home. Okay. So as we all see, material self is not just about those things that we want, we need, we deem to be necessity. Yeah, those are things. Material self are things, tangible things, feelings that we feel and we have that is important to us. That's all. Thank you for listening.
Hello po sa inyo, ako pala si Gabriel, but you can call me Gab for short. And for this video, ay papakita ko sa inyo ang basketball shoes ko po. Tara! Ito po ang basketball shoes ko po. Wow! At ito naman po ang LeBron Witness Blue. Favorite din ito kasi midcat at blue. Favorite ko rin kasi ang blue at comfortable din ako gumamit ito. Ito naman talaga ginagamit ko muna. So, yun po. At ito naman po ang pinaka-paborito ko pong sapatos, ang Kobe AD. Dahil po, idol ko po si Kobe. At bukod sa napaggamit ito, stretchable din ito eh. So, parang dali na suotin. At sa shoelace niya, pag-unique din eh. At, pero minsan ko lang ito sinuot kasi takot akong sira ito eh. So, yun po. Ito po ang Nike Air Max po. Hindi ko po alam kung basketball ba ito or jogging, running, hindi ko po alam. Dahil gift po ito sa aking ina. Gift niya ito nung nagpakasyon siya ng kagaya sa hobby ko po. Gift niya sa akin nung bakasyon kami sa Hong Kong. So ito gift niya sa akin nung nagpakasyon siya sa Thailand. So, yun po. Ito naman po ang Adidas Kona shoes. Hindi ko po alam kung kanino basketball player ito na sapatos. Parang Ryan Andrew Wiggins sa tato. At hindi ko po gusto itong sapatos dahil napakabigat nito at mahirap gamitin eh. Na-enjoy na kasi ako nito. At dinig siya dahil color green. So, ayun po. So, ayun po ang lahat ng sapatos ko po. Sana nag-enjoy kayo po. At salamat. Thank you.
Hi, I am Christine, and when it comes to my material self, I like more jerseys than dresses. So even though I have thick legs and dark skin tone, I just wear it on. I have a game, and I put value into it, so I don't just wear it at home. So I have my jerseys here, and then let me show it to you. Okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 shorts because yung iba binili ko na sa iba. I give it to my sis because maliit na kasi. So ito, masusuot ko pa ito. So ganito ko lang paliit yung mga jerseys namin. Kaya kahit itim yung legs and thighs ko, susuot ko pa rin kasi mahal ko ang volleyball. Ito, maliit dito. Ano yan? Nakaka-conscious pero comfortable na kami susuotin ito kahit ang liit. Ito. Susuot ito kasi hindi masyadong yan. This was the first Davao jersey I've ever had, regional. When you say Davao, it is Davao Regional Athletic Association. Partner niya is ito. Yung delegation color talaga namin is orange, kaya mas orange. And ito, pag napak ko, talagang happy na happy. Kaya minsan hindi ko sinusuot. Sinusuot ko ito pag maliligo ako. I mean, we have an outing pero ngayong pandemic, so stay still. Ito rin, last year namin, grade 11 ako last year playing game ko. And then, ang partner niya is ito. Like this one. My very first number is jersey number 18, pero 1 lang talaga yan, so I switched to 9. binigay lang yung number na 9 sa akin, hindi ko yung pinili. So at last pioneer ko na delegation from DepEd. Tapos yung partner niya is binigay ko sa teammate ko. In exchange, gift ko sa team. Lakas na akong pabigay. Yun na lang. Kasi naman siya, bala siya. Ito. Ang isang ito. Blue, same design, dark blue. And Banahay. Our team is Banahay. If sa school, Banahay. If sa Davao, Cobras. This is my very first delegation shirt sa Davao. Yan, Cobras. At yung partner nito is ito. Yan, Davao del Sur. Davao Cobras. So when we say Davao regional, yung makakalaban namin is we are representing Davao del Sur, so yung makakalaban Davao del Norte, Bagong City, Davao City, ayun Samal. So yun na yun. Yung 11 na Davao region. Sana 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shirt. Yung may sleeveless. My sleeve. So this is my last delegation shirt. Ang liit sa akin pero tsaka. So the jersey tayo. 1, 2, 3. This is number 10. I am not the captain ball, but I am the game captain. Hindi ko alam yung kaiba nito, pero nasabi namin sir, magkaiba yung captain ball sa game captain. Yan, yung sa akin to, Madrid. Yung akin nasa kanya. Nag-swap kami kumbaga, 4-5. Yung jersey namin, ito, RVL, Rubisco Valvole. Yung highest attainment ko nito is noong 2018, and then 60. Pambaing itong babae. Ito pa, wala siyang design. RVL, Rubisco Valvole, and then yung pinaka-highest attainment ko is regional. So RRVL, Regional Rubisco Valvole, and then naglaro kami sa Ateneo. Sa Ateneo, sa 17th floor. Diyan, pinakikit ko na jersey namin. Okay lang, basta marami kami sumusunod. Malapit tayo matapos. My first jersey pants. My second jersey pants. Overall 2017, overall 2018, and overall 2019. First of experience. Ang ganda siya. Like looking family and friends and your confidence. My very first jacket. Not my first jacket. And then sponsor namin to. Yan. I prefer, we call it Clyde and Christine. And then, Naruto. 2019 overall. Wala Naruto. So, yun na lahat yung
Hi guys, my name is Danny Joseph Hilario and let's talk about political self. So what is political self? Political self is a political position based on the interest and perspective of one social organization. There are examples of social organization, which is nationality, race, language, culture, religion, disability, and ethnicity. Types of political self in the Philippines. Number 1 is liberalism. They champion essential human rights, but not necessarily at the cost of using too much governmental power. It's a political philosophy based on ideals of liberty and equality. Next one is conservatism. Conservatism is they stand against human rights not found essential to the states or social structure. So the question is, what makes us a Filipino? Good value of Filipino. Number 1 is hospitality. This is the one of the most popular qualities of Filipinos. Foreigners who give gone to the Philippines find himself falling in love with the warm hospitality they are shown. It's a different kind of value system which has existed for thousands of years. Next one is close to family. Family is the foundation of a nation. In Philippines, it is a culture of being close to the family. It's not new to us that many families living in one home that we usually call extended family. It means that distant relatives such as aunt, uncle, grandparents would be living in the same house or the same compound. Next one is respect to elders. When we Filipino talking with someone who's older in our position of authority, we will always tend to use the Tagalog equivalent of ma'am and sir, which is po and opo. There are also some simple words to show a sign of respect that we are also like kuya, ate, tito, ninong, ninang, etc. But there's something that Philippines that is really good culture for being a Filipino, that is mano or mano po. Mano or mano po is an act to show sign of respect to elders by grabbing their hand and put in our forehead and say mano po. Next one is religious. Filipinos is the most religious country in the world. In fact, 9 out of 10 Filipinos believes in God, based on a survey conducted by NORC, an American research group at the University of Chicago. Philippines ranks as number 1 with 94%, and followed by USA 81%. Next one is bayanihan. Bayanihan means helping one another, most especially in times of need without expecting anything in return. Filipinos strongly believe in helping their fellow countrymen in any possible way they can do to extend a helping hand. It is a beautiful Filipino mentality of helping one another.
Everyone, this is Evie Mordeno, a Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, second year, student, Section 1 in Understanding the Self. Welcome to my educational blog. Now we will talking about political self. My topic for today is political self. Let me define you first what is politics. Politics is a social institution through which power is acquired and exercised by people and groups. So understandable that we Filipinos, we citizens in a country must obey the politicians. We voted for them. We chose who is deserved for that position, for them to lead us and do their duties and responsibilities. How can you identify if you have your inner political ability? So political identity, so which means political approach work in people of a particular religion, race, background, class, or other particular religion is a factor form exclusive social political alliances to support and follow political movements. So as a Filipino citizen, our president
states his rules, right? And we people in the community obey because we know that it is the right thing to do for us as a citizen. We voted for them, and we must obey them, right? And so my example is a common example is connected to the government, right? The president had the power to rule us, and also in the family consists of father, mother, and the children. So the father has the power to lead the family because the father is the mind of the family. He is the one who create the rules in the family, who knows the right thing to do in a family, the right place to where to live, the right decisions to make. And then the mother is the other side of the father. So our mother is the one who father, because the mother is the light in our homes, right? She is the one who tells if it is right or wrong. She knows no right or wrong decisions that our father made, and then we children obey and do their commands because we know already in the first place, as we know what is the right thing to do. We realize that all of the lessons that we learn from our parents, we will apply it in the future, right? Thank you, everyone. Hope you like it. Stay safe.
Another one.
Halos lahat sa atin ay gumagamit ng Facebook, Twitter, at Instagram. Halos lahat naman sa atin sa panahon ngayon ay gumagamit ng any social media platforms. Ito na din kasi yung bagong paraan natin para makipagkomunikasyon. Ito na yung bagong paraan natin para ma-express naman natin ang sarili natin sa ibang tao. Like sa pag-post, love, like, care, share. Ako, magamit ako ng Facebook. Pero hala react and share lang. Hindi ako kasi mahilig mag-post. Pag mag-post naman ako, mga dalawa, mga tatlo lang yung nag-react. Hindi kasi ako famous. Hindi lang ako photogenic. May Instagram ako, 22 post, 21 followers, 44 follow me, 2 digit lang. Ang karamihan sa atin, gusto ng maraming views, maraming shares, maraming mga likes, may mga comments, at may mga subscribers. Kaya dapat gandahan yung profile mo, gandahan yung picture mo, gandahan yung bio mo, gandahan yung content na makinig yung post mo. Kaya karamihan sa atin, nilalagyan ng papaganda yung profile mo. Ako, yung account ko. O tapos, sa harap ng social media, hindi ako masyadong dramatic. Hindi rin ako nag-make up. Lagi akong totoo sa sarili ko. Hindi lang naman ang famous ang pwedeng mag-post, diba? I am here to express myself with freedom. Bahala na kung ilan lang yung mag-post, ilan lang yung mag-like, ilan lang din yung mag-share. Kahit friends and family lang, okay na. At kung sila totoo. Yun yung na-realize ko. Yung dapat lagi kang totoo kahit sa harap ng screen o sa likod ng screen. Dahil, para sa akin, kung maging totoo ako sa sarili ko, doon ko nakilala ang totoong pagkakao ko.
Hey guys, welcome to my vlog. Mga para si Sebastian Zamoro, at today pag-uusapan natin ang ating digital self. Ano nga ba ang digital self? Ang digital self ay ang ating ina-express na part sa online platforms katulad Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, kung saan ginagamit natin ang ating digital self para makipag sa mga tao. Ang digital self, gamit ang internet, naipapahawatig natin ang sarili natin gamit ito. Dahil dito, marami ng taong nagsasalita or nilabasan nilang boses para gamitin ito sa mga magandang bagay. Pero ngayon, mostly, ang mga tao nagiging matapang sila kasi dahil pagdating sa digital self, mostly ang mga personal information mo ay naka-block. Hindi sila nakikita or hindi sila alam ng mga tao. So, anonymous ka. Pag minilagay ka na comment kunya sa Facebook, hindi naman alam ng tao kung sino ka. So, ikaw ay pwedeng mag-read na kahit anong comment dyan. Pasama man ito, katulad ito. Or kaya ito. Maraming bagay kang pwedeng gawin pag hindi alam ng tao kung sino ka, kasi hindi ka magiging danger, hindi ka masisita ng mga tao or hindi ka nila papagalitan kasi hindi ka nila kilala. So ano ba dapat ang gawin natin para ma-improve ang ating video? Dapat ang gawin natin ay pag mag-type tayo or maglalagay tayo ng comment or mag-post tayo ng something, dapat isipin muna natin kung tama ba itong nilagay natin. Isipin natin kung nakakasakit ba ito, kung yung information na nilalagay natin effective ba. Dapat hindi tayo makasakit ng tao, kasi yung nilalagay natin dyan pwede makasakit ng tao. At yung mga iba rin na katulad mo, nagkaano rin sila nag-analyze sa internet. Siyempre, diba, kahit ikaw din naman makikita ng negative. Kaya dapat spread positivity instead of negativity. Yun lang guys. Sana naintindihan yung pinagsasabi-sabi na to. Sa madaling salita, isipin mo kung anong sabihin mo at spread love natin. So yun lang guys, kasi ang kakain.
video, we are going to talk about the physical self. Political self. The digital self. The material self.
Hello guys, what's up? So in this video we are going to talk about the physical self. So the physical appearance that most of us are aware, especially boys and girls today. So in this video I hope you will enjoy watching. So what are you waiting for? Let's go!
Hey, what happened?
By the way, I am Jomar Sumbilon at ang pag-usapan natin ngayon is about physical self. So physical self, it refers to the body, our body. So this is us that is directly seen and observed by everyone. All of us have our own unique physical appearances. So we have different hair colors, like in American guys, the hair color is what we call bulaw or blonde guys. So here in the Philippines, the color of the hair of Filipino guys is black. The next guys is skin tones, yung kulay ng ating balat. So basically we get this from our parents, so through genetics guys. So may mga maitim, may dark brown, may medium light, and may maputi. So next is body figures. So mayroon tayong mga iba't ibang body figures guys. So yung hulma ng ating katawan. There are a lot of factors that can affect our perception of our physical self, like personal, social, and cultural factors. So a person's view of their physical selves can be affected by how they view their self-worth, what the society says about them, and the way the culture they grow up shape them to be. Here in our country, in the Philippines, the people's concept of beauty also affects a person's view of their physical selves. So some needs to have a perfect body. So in girls, they want a kumpula body. And in boys, strong muscles or big muscles, then have six packs of that. The next is the nose guys. Kadalasan sa atin is gusto talaga yung mataas na ilong or yung mataas na ilong. So may ilan sa atin na nagpa-surgery guys to achieve it. So yung mga mayaman, so di ka na-achieve it. Next is fair skin guys. So most of us wanted is the fair skin, yung maputi, to be attractive. Next is the height guys, the tall height. So these are the some of the physical appearances that most of us wanted guys to be attractive, both beautiful in girls and handsome in boys. It's important to remember guys that no matter what the standard of beauty is or what others say, you should always be proud of your physical looks because each one of us have our own unique physical appearance. So it's important to have positive body image and a healthy self-esteem. To continue further, giving more emphasis and information about physical self, here is Miss Sumando. Let's watch her.
Over here guys, just doing my makeup, so now let's continue talking about physical self. So, physical self, there are factors to be considered. First is the heredity, or what we call nature, okay? So talking about heredity, it's our raw materials, which, individuals made up. Hereditary potentials like physical, mental, social, and vision are passed down to generation. So next is basically life begins at fertilization, which all about those develops from a new individual like you. So now let's talk about stages in lifespan. So an individual undergoes different stages of human development. There are a lot of stages of human development. So first is prenatal period, followed by infancy, and then next babyhood, early childhood, next is late childhood, and puberty followed by adolescence. So there are last two stages. It's the middle age and the old age. So guys, we must take care of our physical self. Since our self is inseparable from the body, we should take good care of our physical self. We must keep ourselves physically fit. In order to achieve it, we must do the balanced diet, exercise, drink 8 glasses of water every day, and also sleep 8 to 10 hours. So this is important. Think of all the beauty, love for energy, and care. Guys, that's all. And then we're going to
Slowly kisses passing by the river.
I got brought in Atlanta, just to go in the fan, pretty close in stunts, you know, it's in the van.
The origin of political self. School, which teaches moral, spiritual, and political values. Church, which shape ideals and of citizenship and democracy. Peers, the equal distribution of power, rights, and privileges. Mass, source of information on politics.
So what's up guys, today I'm going to talk about different Filipino traits and values, and I'm going to give you example situations of each, so please watch this.
Hello guys, what's up everybody? By the way, I'm Harold and Tabay. So today we're gonna talk about what is digital self. So later I will explain to you what is digital self and the importance of it and its examples. So guys, the digital self, it is all about how we express ourselves through the use of social networking sites. So we can communicate to our loved ones, especially to our families, friends, and as long as we are connected to the internet. The importance of digital self is that you are able to express your feelings, thoughts, ideas, especially to your friends and families, even though they are far from you. So digital self, it serves as your digital identity, which is it's your online behavior. It is based on your activities that you do on the internet. Here are the examples of social networking sites. So the first is Facebook, second is Twitter, the third is Instagram. So these apps are usually used when we are communicating with other people, especially to our loved ones, families, and friends. We are tend to share our information to them. So when it comes to educational purposes, there's a lot of websites that we can use. So the first is Wikipedia. The second is Quora. The third is Google, which is where you can find a lot of information to the internet.
Hey guys, come on, so let's go and talk about yourself.
Material self, according to James, primarily is about our bodies, clothes, immediate family, home, and we are deeply affected by these things because we have put much investment of ourselves to them.
Telephone, you feel so far away. You tell me to come over, there's some games you wanna play. I'm walking to your house, nobody's home, just me and me alone. We're just playing hide and seek, it's getting hard to breathe. I'm through the sheets with you. I don't wanna play no games, I'm tired of always chasing after you. I don't care about you anyways. Whoever said I care about you? You never share your toys or communicate. I guess I'm just a play date to you. Wake up in your bedroom and there's nothing left to say. When I try to talk, you're always playing board games. I wish I had Monopoly over your mind. I wish I didn't care all the time. We're just playing hide and seek, it's getting hard to breathe. I'm through the sheets with you. I don't wanna play no games, I'm tired of always chasing after you. I don't care about you anyways. Whoever said I care about you? You never share your toys or communicate. I guess I'm just a play date to you. Ring around the rosy, I'll never know what you need. Ring around the rosy, I wanna give you what you need. I don't care about you anyways. Whoever said I care about you?